Hello, my name is Kera Koradudu. RFK Jr. ends US presidential campaign, endorses Trump. Independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced the cessation of his campaign on Friday, endorsing Republican Donald Trump. This decision concluded a campaign that began under the Democratic banner, leveraging one of the most renowned names in American political history. Shortly after his endorsement was made public during a press conference, Kennedy appeared alongside Trump at a campaign event in Arizona, where he received enthusiastic support from the audience. Trump remarked on Kennedy's impact, stating, "His candidacy has inspired millions and millions of Americans, raised critical issues that have been too long ignored in this country." Political analysts expressed uncertainty regarding the potential effects of Kennedy's endorsement on Trump's campaign, particularly as he faces a competitive race against Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris ahead of the November 5th election. At a prior news conference, the 70-year-old Kennedy revealed that he had engaged in multiple discussions with Trump and his team, discovering shared views on matters such as border security, free speech, and the cessation of military conflicts. There are still many issues and approaches on which we continue to have very serious differences, but we are aligned on other key issues, he conveyed to the media. He reiterated these sentiments during the Arizona rally, emphasizing his commitment to addressing chronic illness and eliminating harmful chemicals from the environment and food supply. While Kennedy shared the stage with Trump, the former president announced plans to establish a presidential commission focused on assassination attempts and to declassify documents related to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963. Robert Kennedy, often referred to as RFK Jr., indicated that he would withdraw his candidacy from ballots in 10 pivotal states that could influence the election's outcome, while still remaining a candidate in other states. An environmental attorney and anti-vaccine advocate, Kennedy is the son and nephew of two prominent figures in Democratic politics who were assassinated during the tumultuous 1960s. He entered the race in April 2023, challenging President Joe Biden for the Democratic nomination. During a period when some voters expressed dissatisfaction with both the aging Biden and the legally challenged Trump, interest in Kennedy surged. He subsequently opted to run as an independent candidate. In November 2023, Reuters' Ipsos poll indicated that Kennedy garnered 20% support in a three-way contest against Biden and Trump. He launched a prominent advertisement during the February 2024 Super Bowl referencing his father, US Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and his uncle, President Kennedy, which provoked significant backlash from many members of his prominent family. His sister Kerry Kennedy remarked on Friday that his endorsement of Trump was a betrayal of the family's principles, stating on social media, "It is a sad ending to a sad story. For a period, both the Biden and Trump campaigns exhibited concern that Kennedy could attract sufficient support to influence the election's outcome. However, as the race evolved rapidly over the last 2 months, with Trump surviving an assassination attempt and the 81-year-old Biden yielding to pressure from his party to pass the campaign leadership to Harris, voter interest in Kennedy diminished. An Ipsos poll conducted this month revealed that his national support had decreased to 4%, a small figure that could still hold significance in a closely contested race like the current Trump-Harris matchup." Democrats dismissed the announcement made on Friday. Democratic National Committee's senior advisor Mary Beth Cahill stated Donald Trump isn't earning an endorsement that's going to help build support. He's inheriting the baggage of a failed fringe candidate. Good riddance, Drexel University political science professor William Rosenberg suggested that Kennedy's decision was unlikely to affect the race, given his low polling figures. Trump pollster Tony Fabrizio contended that a greater proportion of Kennedy's supporters would likely favor Trump over Harris in battleground states, asserting this is good news for President Trump and his campaign in a memo. And that's all for me. Goodbye.